Hello, everyone. We are back with Brawl to the Future. Sorry for that brief interruption of your content stream. It is unfortunate. Sometimes stuff happens technically. But we're back, and that's okay. We do have our next match almost ready to get going. We do have, as you guys saw in chat, the one and only Chetero teaming up with, it looks like, Hyson. And we've got TB and Zero. Yeah, teaming up together.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted to give a quick recap for people who may have not realized already. But as you said earlier before in the stream, that we are going up until top 8, and then top 8 will be tomorrow. And with that said, that means, for there to be a top 8, you need to have your 8 teams to compete. And right now, we already have half of those teams, Cake and Addy Mestic, of course. We have all the winner side teams, so Cake and Addy Mestic, one winner side team. We have Daz and Stickia, going to be another winner side team. It's probably going to go up to fight Cake and Addy Mestic tomorrow. Simple and Blue made it as well, and Hermison and Agzo are the other team that we have. So those are our 4 teams right now, and now we're going to go ahead and head down to the lower bracket as we observe the remaining teams fight for those final 4 spots in the top 8.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what's quite gonna turn out here for this matchup. I'm loving that there's just a lot of legend variety here. I mean, 4 different legends. You got Bodvar, Core, Lucian, Ada. I mean, that's very exciting. Let's see where they go. Enigma is an interesting choice as well.
It's weird, man. It's definitely it's one of the newer ones in terms of being added to the competitive map pool. Not super new anymore, 'cause it's been around for a while now, I guess. But it definitely is. Still kind of has that claustrophobic feeling of Miami Dome, but it's like a little more space. You do have that tri-platform layout. Oh my goodness, almost kills his own teammate there, gets caught. Chetero can be able to get that. No, reversal coming out from Zero there with the ground pound. And now he can go ahead and try to hold off as his partner comes back from the revival platform. Okay.
That first stock out from, from the blue team, taking that lead early is going to be a great boon for them as they do push through this at the moment. Zero going in for the recovery, clashes out with a hammer pickup. There's the sword going in for that signature. Not quite going to connect, though. On the right side, you do see Scoop from Chetero into that Nair. Beautiful follow-through. Does go ahead and get that KO, and this is a huge lead. TB is already on his final stock right now. If you can knock out a player this early on in a 2v1, I mean, you just take an astronomical logarithmic type of lead. I mean, it is kind of wild. So that's why you see Chetero focusing so hard on TB. That's also allowing his teammate Hyson to get that KO onto Zero, which is what you just saw.
And yeah, I mean, same goes for both teams, right? Like, they have Cetero now down to his final stock, which is, it is what it is. We're going to have 2 members of both teams down to their final stocks while they have another member who is healthy. Chetero almost closing out a stock right there. Weapons are going to interrupt him on his ground pound as we watch Zero make it back to the stage. TB now looking to grab those guitars. Goes for D-Light, looking for more. Gets caught by the down air from Chetero. Chetero and to go ahead and put his way back onto the stage. Tyson finds the D-Light Sayer. TB biding his time, realizing that he's getting so close to being KO'd that he can't afford to get hit by anything devastating. Ooh, plays with fire off stage, really wants that Gimp, doesn't quite get it. Okay, we're going to see a sidelight recovery, not quite enough to kill Zero, but Zero does, of course, have that other stock. Hyson still has 3, though. That means it's going to be sitting free. The recovery is finally going to kill TB. Now it's up to Zero, all on his lonesome to try and bring this back. Needs to eliminate 4 stocks. That's 1. 3 more to go. If he's able to kill Chetero here, no, Chetero gets the reversal with the hammer recovery, but still he is hurt. If Zero is able to get this KO on Chetero, there is a glimmer of hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Around now. D-Light's there.
This is
Chetero playing very reserved.
This is kind of crazy too. I mean, thinking about just exactly how early TB gets knocked out there. And now Chetero, though, that great turnaround is gonna make this a 1v1. on a fairly large map, and Zero has a very powerful legend. You're going against Hyson, who actually both these players I'm not very familiar with, to be quite honest. But Ada has that powerhouse, has that force to really do the good damage. But Hyson on Bolivar is just a very even character, very stable, very solid, general all around. You know?
Yeah, I mean, definitely looking to hold down. Oh wow, just barely doesn't find the recovery there. Zero doing everything that he can to try and get this KO, gets the recovery, not quite enough to kill, not enough damage racked up. Maybe he'll look for that D-Light into recovery. That is a true combo with the blasters if you are able to get it. So it's a very difficult input, but we're going to see Ash going to switch over to the spear here instead. There you go, D-Light recovery, it's not enough. Tries to get the Sair. No, it's racking up even more damage. Zero really looking for the kill. That weapon throw might be enough to get the edge guard. No, a retaliation neutral air. Zero struggling. He's gonna come down now, tries to get the down air, and the recovery is gonna kill him off the top. Heisen sitting with 2 stocks there. You look at the damage across the board. Zero ended up doing 797, just shy of 800 damage, but even with all of that, it was not enough to secure the KO.
Even with that, it's not enough to secure the KO. And that's unfortunate, as that is what happens sometimes. Now, we're not seeing any legend swaps here either. They're comfortable with the legends and weapons they've chosen. So let's see how far they choose to take it.
All right. Twilight, I see in our future. That could be Blackguard, but go ahead and wait it out. They're taking their time with these final picks here, maybe talking it out in the chat. Who knows? We're gonna go ahead and wait to see what these players ultimately decide on for their game 2, and it is indeed Twilight. All right, we're gonna load in here.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
And on the right side, you see TB going for that weapon pickup. Does go ahead and pick up the blasters. On the left side, you have Hyson. Go ahead and picking that sword. Getting a lot of down airs, trying to pogo, but without a spear onto Zero. Zero, though, turning around with his own blasters pickup. Gets caught up by the down air. Chetero coming around, goes to pick up the gauntlets, goes in for that side air, going in on TB, picks up the nair, goes to the ground pound, not going to connect though. Recovery comes out, not going to do it. Gravity cancel downlight, turn around, as this is very much 2 1v1s. You do see a quick character swap, player swap here between the 2v1v1 setup. You got Chetero and TB now, and Zero up against Hyson.
Okay, Sair coming down from TB, not going to be able to quite get the hit there. Chetero trying to chase Zero off the side. Zero recovers to the wedge. Go ahead and go right back to center stage. Grab that weapon in that spear, but Chetero is keeping on the oppression. Tries to go for a gravity cancel D-stick though. Won't find that off the Heezy. Won't get the connect though due to an interrupt from his teammate, but still can find Zero.
Nice KO there. Hyson with another weapon throw. And that is going to be a great 2-stock lead right now for Hyson and Chetero, who did take game 1. And like you said, Zero and TB just didn't. They had the damage output, but they just didn't have the KO output necessary for it. The KO off the top, though, going to even up the stocks just a little bit as Hyson's down to his final, to his 2nd stock. Oh, the team save! Woo! That was huge!
Sick, throws out the unarmed nair there, manages to get the chase dodge to make it back into the stage, and now Zero with a 2nd lease on life here, trying to make the best of it, going around the wedge here, gonna try to put some aggression on Cetero, sneak that weapon, manages to pick it up, has blasters in hand now. That's gonna be a very big pickup for Zero as well. Right there, you saw him get that D-Light, could have gone for that recovery, likely would have killed. Unfortunately, he goes for the side stick instead, is gonna die for that, and now TB has to bide his time as his partner comes back.
He spot dodges. Hyson has that hammer. You see TB get back. Pronto out to that side with a weapon throw, and that's it. Zero is out. Hyson and Chetero taking the 2nd game by storm right now, as they really want to end it in 2 games. They want to take this victory. Gravity cancel down sig. The rock's coming out of nowhere, gonna push TB way up. TB coming around to the right side, gets a huge slap onto what was that? Chetero? Yeah, onto Chetero, but that was Chetero's 1st stock, and that's game, almost game.
Yeah, it's been looking. I mean, it was like that even in the first game, right? Where you see Chetero sitting there with this hefty amount of stocks, and even I think it was TB as well who survived as long as he did in a similar vein to Chetero, but with one less stock for a very long time. But this time around, it's not only Chetero. He came with a teammate this time, managed to survive. Hyson is here and ready to play, so it's that much more difficult for TB to try and bring this all the way back.
Good pick up, TB down low, another nair. TB recovers, does get the wall touch, comes around, down air on his own teammate. Nice nair, TB coming in. Hyson, there's the team conversion with the signature coming in from Hyson. Goes in the ground pound, TB gets the down air. Nice down air from Hyson, forgive me. On Arkham TB, unarmed, and there's the KO with the end sig.
Yeah, with the rock smash, gonna be enough to go ahead and close that one out. A very big pickup based off of how that first game went. It was hard to say whether or not they would have gone for that recovery.
Slaughter that hammer. You see TB get back. Pronto out to that side with a weapon throw, and that's it. Zero is out.
It together, but we're
yeah,
gonna go ahead
but those
right on to the next match. You can see that we have the players already queued up, waiting.
Forgive me.
I believe I saw Dobrain, yeah,
unarmed, and there to
here. And that should also mean that alongside him, we should have QS and Casu and Smiley. So there you go.
There you go. Be interesting to see how this turns out. Dobrain, of course, the big brain Russian. You got him teamed up with. Is he teamed up with Smiley? Okay, he's teamed up with Smiley. They're changing colors. Is he teamed up with QS or Smiley? He's teamed up with QS. It looks like.
Yeah.
QS. QS is short for Quarestation. Who trivia? I believe Quarestation, before becoming a Brawlhalla Pro, was a Bloodline Champions Pro.
A what now?
Bloodline Champions?
I'm going to go ahead and alt-tab and go to Google because I have never heard of that in my life. Bloodline Champions has a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 4.5 or 4.6 out of 5 on MMO Bomb, and 8 out of 10 on IGN, so it seems to be a pretty revered game.
You know, I'm not sure 100% about this trivia, but I think Foda might have been a Bloodlines champion player as well. Pro player back in the day.
I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him. He's definitely
trivia for the day. You know, I know things sometimes.
This game came out in like 2011 or something like that. Yeah, January 13, 2011. There you have it.
Older game.
There we go. Toast hitting us with the miscellaneous facts, the potpourri category in Jeopardy. Still waiting for Smiley here to go ahead and
lock in.
Lock it in. There we go.
Just done that. And we'll see where this goes. By the way, folks, you can always tweet with the hashtag BLFuture. You can see it right there behind me. With the chance to get your tweet up on screen. It may not go up on screen today. It may go on screen tomorrow. But, you know, throw out that Twitter support for us, folks. Coming into it, I like seeing the Jala out from Casu. Casu did some casting in Montreal. Or not Montreal, Valencia. It was pretty fun. Yeah, QS and Dobrain. Been around for a while. Dobrain, of course. You know, check out his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of videos there. And Smiley is another player who's been around for a long time. But I don't know the last time that I can remember Smiley getting top 8.
Oof.
But I'm sure he's done it.
I couldn't tell you that either. But we'll go ahead and see. There you go. Expired, giving them the okay to go ahead and strike these stages. We're going to see if they like to keep it claustrophobic. Just looking at the stages we have left, we are likely going to, I guess it must be Miami Dome, right? I think actually going to go to Great Hall. It will be something, a bit of a rarity for today. But we shall see. It wouldn't be, Oh, Enigma is also there. So
they'll go Enigma. I think small Great Hall, or rather Great Hall, because it's 2v2, is just not a... Oh, I'm wrong. I will eat my words. Completely.
Hope you're not a betting man.
I mean,
go to Foxwoods or Vegas.
I should have been a betting man that day. The Ubisoft stream where I won 2 All Legend packs in a row. But I never got them. They never seemed... Casu, immediately, he senses the lag. That's within 10 seconds, so that is a good call. They're gonna go through and just, you know, maybe Casu needs to go reset his router and stuff. But this match is not valid. This match is 100% not valid. Yeah,
I think Smiley forgot that he needed that. Yeah.
Just waiting there, like
out the SOS flare with the fireworks. He's like, oh no, I need help. But kind of forgot that in order for this game to end, he has to dip set too. He's gonna go ahead, get one sidelight in before he kicks the can. One more SOS flare as well. And we're gonna go ahead and figure out what the issue is.
I think it's likely just a lag check, a router reset thing. Well, we'll find out momentarily, I believe. Regardless, though, I mean, we're here and we're having a good time. We're having a good time. Oh.
Yeah, if you're having a ball. Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me now.
Because I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
Yes. Good references. Good references.
Good. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a quick. He's resetting his router, and he's good. So, I'm wondering. Now might be a good time. While we're waiting for this player to get in, I actually have a short video I'd like to show you guys while they're getting locked in. It's just 2 minutes long. You've seen it before. It's just a little piece about DreamHack Montreal. DreamHack Montreal. I say it every time because it's the one. DreamHack Georgia. Atlanta, thank you. Which is also known as BCX. I'm like, what are words? I can't speak words. Anyways, folks, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to stop talking. We'll show you just a quick video here. It's kind of cool. The good people over at BMG made it. BRB. Yeah, so I love that video. I think my favorite part of that is the Effie hair flip. It's kind of wonderful.
Dude, how much does it cost to bring Effie back?
I don't know that you could pay Effie to come back. I would love it if he came back. But, I mean, the dude was a hype player to watch. Very knowledgeable. You know. Well, that's a great video. I am very excited for the November stuff, but of course we have today, and we have these players, the Brain and QS, Smiley and Casu to play for us.
And everyone and their mom has this I don't even know what to call it, Kitsune Hattori skin. It's like, I
don't have it.
Well, I mean, you also haven't seen Back to the Future, so I don't have any high expectations for you.
I mean, that's fair. I also, there's like a lot of classic movies I actually haven't seen, like Dorothy, that one.
I haven't either. So that one gets a pass. But if I haven't seen it, it gets a pass.
All right, okay. Is that how it works? I like that. Anyways, coming into game number 1, we're seeing a lot of just damage coming out onto Great Hall. Same legend picks, of course. Nice weapon though. Follow through on QS onto Smiley was beautifully executed there. Lots of good damage, piece after piece, just continual movement.
Smiley tries to get that down air, won't find it. Trying to get that pogo and just
Casu?
eats a fully charged roar from his teammate, who's gonna pay for that with his life, with the blade up his rear end, and that's gonna be unfortunate for him. But luckily, Cass can come back down now, tries to get the neutral sig, won't find that as his teammate gets obliterated on the other side of the screen. Trying to make their way forward, need to find these KOs. They have the damage for it, but they are just not finding the accuracy, the dexterity to make these connect. And not dex the like stat, but the actual definition of the word. God damn it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Recovery out from Smiley. Double KO there for the blue team as they do even up the stocks in one fell swoop. This is very good for them. Though Brain and QS were taking a pretty strong lead, and turning it around is going to give him a kind of a momentum break, which is what they're looking for, I think. Dobrain goes in for the gravity cancel side light, doesn't hit it, but he did hit the first side light. QS comes in, nice neutral light from Smiley, though, gonna deny it. Casu gets the downlight side air onto Dobrain. Comes through another downlight side air into that neutral air. QS coming on the wall. You do see a KO from Dobrain onto the left side. That's gonna be big. Downlight side air gonna push Smiley out to the right side with a double spear throw. But Smiley does avoid it. Smiley gets caught in by that neutral air, moves back, moves forward, goes in downlight recovery, pushes Dobrain up into the sky. QS hits the down air. Dobrain hits QS with the side air. Both of them, no hits coming around as everyone kind of moves around, tries to find the engagement. The side air gonna snipe Dobrain out to the left side, puts him out of commission just shortly for a little bit of time. Ground pound from Smiley. Gonna leave him a little bit open, but hits the neutral air onto Dobrain. Dobrain comes in, gets caught up by the neutral light. There's the signature from Casu, gets the KO nearly, but not quite. Dobrain gets knocked out instead.
Casu has some pent up anger. Angsty teenager keeps smacking Smiley, says, "Get out my way, man. I'm tired while the crap putting me through." But despite all of this, they are hanging on strong. Despite their quarrels, they're doing well for each other here. You're gonna see Smiley tries to extend a little bit more, goes for the ground pound, gets caught on the left side. Casu should be dead here. Can get the save. Smiley misses the recovery, unfortunately, so that will be the end of his teammate there. He does have only one stock. Dobrain has one as well, but QS is sitting pretty with two, and the depression begins.
Dobrain moves back. Nice movement, downlight side air. Dobrain goes for the recovery. Simple's up above now. Looking for a way to avoid getting sandwiched between QS and Dobrain. It's tough to do, though. Moving through, Dobrain going for that down air, trying to use those fat hitboxes. That's fat with the pH of the axe, but great neutral air. Gonna push up and KO QS. This is one stock across the board. Smiley doing a great job not getting hit, but there it is. Woo. The downlight side air would have done it, but just for extra measure, Dobrain does get the conversion. And that's going to give lead out to Dobrain. This is lower bracket too, which I think you may have mentioned. You know, the winner of this moves on. The loser is out of the tournament entirely, so it is kind of high stakes. It is for all of the marbles, not just half of the marbles. This is real.
Right, the winner of this set will go on to fight Luke and Blaze for their shot at a top 8 qualifying spot on loser's side. So it's definitely a lot on the line here. Viper and Ariel and Chetero and Hyson are also the other top 8 qualifying match that we have set in the loser's bracket to be played. But we still have a little bit more to go on before we can get there. Approximately, excluding this set, 5 or 6 more sets to be played on stream here. So we're getting down to the final few matches for today.
That is right as we come in here into game number 2 on the Small Mammoth. You see some good damage come up from Dobrain on Iron, but Smiley turns it around immediately with the hammer. Down air from QS, going to engage setups for downlight neutral air coming out, which does hit. Damage is very even, except for QS, who's doing a great job staying alive, except for there, where he has evened up the damage now on himself. Great neutral air out from Dobrain. Does hit both blue team members to give a little bit of space, although the down air does hit his teammate. Unfortunately, goes in for the signature, gets punished. Does not hit. That has a huge reach, but it pulls up just before the end. The spin cycle washing machine not going to come out from Dobrain. Not going to connect, though. Smiley goes for a very aggressive ground pound. But Cassie and Smiley have turned around their playstyle. They're so defensive right now. They're picking up all of the good movements. And oh, the double KO from that neutral sig from QS. And that's going to be a huge lead right now for Dobrain and QS.
And that was just a very slight, I don't even want to say miscommunication, because a lot of times, you're playing this online. You might be in like Discord or something with your partner. But you could just tell that, I believe, Smiley had tried to go for like a recovery with the hammer or something, and at the same time Cassie tried to go for a follow-up, and they both ended up stuck in each other, which led to that double K off the Hattori neutral sig with the sword. But just small moments like that can really be the difference, especially if someone's awake like Dobrain is, getting that gravity cancel neutral sig, the Valkyrie's edge off the top.
No, I think Dobrain is very comfortable in this matchup right now. I mean, he's on 2 stocks, but it's a fresh 2 stocks, it's a clean 2 stocks, and he's been acting as kind of, you know, the hammer, while QS is the anvil. QS is there just to tank and to take the damage, and then Dobrain actually strikes for the KO quite often.
Yeah, and we actually see that Dobrain actually ends up accidentally killing, in quotation marks, QS there, because he accidentally hits him with the downlight, which sets up perfectly for Smiley to get that K off the top with the hammer neutral aerial. But still, they're doing quite fine. Damage is very, much so in the favor of the red team here. Smiley's already down to his final stock in the light orange. So it's just a matter of time now. Dobrain can go ahead and recover, get that mix up, hits him with a nair on the way up. Smiley trying to get something started, but in that time, we see QS manages to get another kill, and this is just looking better and better for the red team.
Woo! The great recovery there from Casu and Smiley to go ahead and get that KO. Smiley, target right now for the red team. You see QS going in on him, goes to the side air, tries to get that KO. Smiley should be able to recover here, recovering down low. Avoids the weapon throw, avoids the ground pound. QS gets caught out by the down air. Smiley still down low, looking for a way to recover. QS trying to catch him out off top, but he's too sneaky, too sly, does get away from it. Moves up, nice neutral air, pushing QS out on the right side. Dobrain hangs back. QS nearly gets killed. Dobrain does get the 1 KO there. Smiley is out. It's up to Casu now to go ahead and clutch this out for his team. He can do it. His stock is not too damaged. Jala is a low defense legend though, but he has to come up against QS and Dobrain, and QS's edge guarding is just on point, and that's it. That's game. Casu realizes it, throws the flag. QS says, you know what? I don't respect your flag. I'm going to ground pound you anyways. And that is game.
Yeah, there we go. That was pretty good showing from Dobrain and QS. Managed to win both games. The second game was starting to look a little scary toward the end, just because you had it where Dobrain was on his final stock. He was starting to get red, and they hadn't quite yet KO'd one of the members for the blue team there, but they were able to hold it together and just cleanly win that one as well. So they will be moving on to fight Casu and Smiley for a qualifying spot in the loser side of top 8. But we still do have Dove and Janice versus Crowfire and Cali. I don't believe that's been played yet. And Sebs, Lels, and Spider versus Lil Zeus and Lil Fox. Should be coming up. There you go. They're in here right now.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing them momentarily here. I love this legend choice. I'm going to show it to you early, folks, because it's good legend choice here. What you have, right? You've got Dove. We haven't seen Dove yet today. Dove and Janice are a team that have played together for quite a little while. Queen Nai out from Kali and Lucian out from Crowfire Fire is just about the most tanky team I think you could make. I mean, it really is just, it's 2 tanks up against Team Big Hat.
I like it though. They got nice little, I don't even know, headwear to complement each other quite nicely. But Lucian, Queen Nai, that's a pretty beefy team there. Not gonna be dying anytime soon. On the other hand, you do have Lucian and Cassidy, which isn't necessarily much, but Cassidy does have a pretty high deck stat. You're gonna see that Janice is gonna opt to get rid of some of that to get that health stance, that defense, whereas Crowfire is gonna opt to get a little bit more damage for the sacrifice of speed. So everyone's out here trying to survive longer or do more damage, which, you know, makes sense. They're both very highly valued things in this game. So whenever the players are ready, we'll go ahead and move into stage selection. There we have it. And we're going to see where they decide to go. A claustrophobic stage would be in their favor, but in the same vein, there we go. Looks like it's going to be small Brawl Haven. So we're going to have a pretty small one with a low ceiling as well. Blast zones are pretty tight all together on all sides. So we're going to see how that ends up playing out.
3, 2,
Explosive
1,
way to begin.
brawl.
Coming in here. The scary thing is that you do have from Janice and Dove a lot of signatures that can really, really powerfully KO and really powerfully do some good damage. And that's what you're seeing from Dove right away. Trying to carry Kali off the top, not quite going to succeed, but it is a potential. And there's a huge KO with that dive, out from that down sig, and that's going to put actually Kali and Crowfire in the lead.
Yeah, Crowfire go ahead, that side light gets punished by Dove's neutral light. Dove manages to hit both his teammate and the enemy with the thing. You see, he's going for the D-light into immediate dash jump recovery, and that is exceptionally strong on a stage like this one where the ceiling is so low. Neutral stage, you're going to see a lot of attempts to kill off the top. There you go, another neutral stage coming up from Lucian, a third even, I believe. So they are, oh my goodness, why? Why? If it works, it works. I can't complain, but
Oh my
Yomi.
goodness. What's the damage coming out? Oh, with the blasters here, hits that down air. Goes in for the end sig. Downlight side air coming out from Janice. Nice neutral air from Kali. Moves in, goes to the end sig. Not gonna connect. You know, initially off the bat, you would think that, you know, that Pro Fire and Kali have the lead, and I mean, damage-wise and stock-wise, you look at that and they do. But I think Janice and Dove are the more experienced team as far as placements go and as far as teamwork potentially goes. Although, you know, they may make me eat my words as Kali and Pro Fire did get another KO.
Woo!
Oh!
I like that.
They're making me eat my words.
I definitely like that a lot. Unloads the gun right there. Gets some neutral light. Trying to chase him down with the X pivot jump down air. Not gonna be able to find the connection on that one though. There we go, D-Lights there. Tried and true. Gonna chase him with the chase dodge. No, actually just goes for the neutral air. And at this point, Dove is pretty screwed, honestly.
Oh! That's your teammate, unfortunately. No, it's not. Sorry. Great ground pound, though.
There it is.
There
Okay.
it is.
So that was they kind of got slapped up pretty bad. And you see 5 KOs there on God, who's playing Lucian on the blue team? It's
I believe that would be...
that's Crow Fire. So that's gonna be 5 kills for Crow Fire. I wonder how many of them can be attributed to simply just Lucian neutral signatures. But they're going to go ahead and move away from that stage now. Rightfully so, they got blown up off the top quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and go to Small Mammoth. They're going to live quite a bit longer on all sides of the screen. You're going to see how the KOs rack up this time around, because Lucian doesn't have the highest amount of force on any of his signatures, really. So the fact that he's able to get so many KOs off the neutral sig is just a testament to how the stage can really give you an assist. There we go. Gets the side light, won't find that connection either. Goes for the recovery as well. Janice trying to hold his corner now. Throwing out these Sayers from the edge, tries to get the punish with the down air, won't find that either. D-Light Sayer, yep, he'll find that one. Hits his opponent by accident, and then another neutral sig. This time's gonna be from Janice to get a KO off the top. Pro Fire looking to get something started for himself.
Janice coming in, go over the downlight. Does not follow it up. Comes up, great neutral sig coming out from Janice. Does pick up that KO. That is one of the first KOs, second KO of the game.
Okay. Hits his opponent and his teammate with that side sig. Neutral sig coming out from Kali. Kali trying to get more going on here. Gets caught by a D-Light Sayer from Dove. Dove looking for the reversal, but unfortunately gets reversed on.
The double Lucian is a scary pick because you have a lot of defense, right? You got good movement speed, but you don't have a lot of KO options outside of your signature kit. But they're making it work for them. Kali down to his final stock. You got Crow Fire here going down low up against Dove, and you know it may work, but it may not work. I mean, it is a triple Lucian. Potentially next match we could see a quadruple Lucian if Janice and Dove take this.
Comboed right to the D-Sig. And that's the thing with Lucian, even though these signatures don't pack the most amounts of force, they do have fairly low startup and cooldown, so they are very spammable and hard to punish in the same vein. So we're going to see how they're able to deal with that. Kali's throwing out these D6, understanding that more than anyone alive right now, he needs to be the one that survives. But as I say that, the recovery off the top will close that one out. So this is likely looking like it's going to go to a game 3. Pro Fire will find a kill there. Looking for a Gimp maybe. Oh no, he gets a pineapple. A little head bump there. He's going to go ahead and just toss that one away. So that was a complete turnaround from the last game. I mean,
Yeah.
they had 5 kills on Crowfire Fire, ridiculous amounts of damage, and now we're seeing that this time around it looked like they didn't have so much as a finger to lift against Janice and Dove. So if I'm them, I'm trying to go back to another small stage. That seems to be what worked out for them. And you know, granted, it's not like Mammoth Fortress has platforms, right? It has that one moving platform similar to that of like Smashville or something. But other than that, it doesn't really have those. But it looks like we're actually going to go to Twilight Grove, which has its own slew of shenanigans. There's no other map in this game really like it to compare it to when it comes to map picks. Okay, neutral layers coming out all around. Kali gets caught by D-Light, but stay fine. Another down air coming out from Janice. Janice gonna make its way back on stage now. Crowfire Fire trying to hunt down Dub. Dub putting on more pressure on Akali. D-Light's here once again. Such good damage from a very basic string for the guns. True combo.
Great engagement from Crowfire Fire here as he moves in. He gets caught out by the down air from Dove. But there's a pickup in the recovery, which does get that KO. That is first strike onto Dove. Puts the lead right now into Crowfire Fire and Kali's favor. However, damage is high across the board. It's a matter of one good hit. Great little half pipe right there, but the down sig follow-up does do damage to Janice, but Janice gets the gravity cancel down sig onto Crowfire Fire, knocking Crowfire Fire out. The stocks are even across the board. Down sig comes out, gets punished just very lightly there. Neutral air coming out from Kali. Kali moving up, goes at the end sig, does not hit anything. You see Crowfire Fire pick up a KO on the right side. Goes in for the down sig. How does Kali get knocked backwards from that? That's wild. I've never actually seen that sig interact that way. Great pickup for Janice with that recovery. Smart game movement right there to get himself in position to go ahead and get that vertical KO there. Down air coming out from Janice into the ground pound. Janice goes for another ground pound.
Wait. Wow. I knew the timing on his jump right there, was able to turn around and get that air dodge after the recovery to the left. So Crowfire Fire doing everything can there. Another D-Sig coming out from Crowfire Fire, has to burn the recovery, will be fine, makes it back on stage, eats a D-Sig from Kali though. His own teammate will be fine, gets this beautiful chase dodge read to go ahead and extend this pressure, and then down sigs some air molecules, but that's nothing for him to worry about. In hindsight, he's doing fine.
Crowfire Fire hitting his teammate though, and the ground pound through the soft platform does go ahead and confirm the KO. This is the first player down to their final stock. That's a big momentum break right there for Janice and Dove. If they can keep this up, if they can knock out Crowfire Fire, they have a phenomenal setup. That signature does not KO.
Oh my
Great
goodness.
half pipe. And there it is. There's that lead. There's that stock, 2-stock lead right now. Dove and Janice, this is free damage now that they do on these stocks.
And Kali has just been getting completely abused. Gone. Just being too slow to really have many mix-up options when recovering ends up being a big factor in the reason that Kali couldn't really hang on in the end there as he waited for Dove to come back. I mean, not Dove, for Crowfire Fire to come back.
That one KO is not enough. Dove taunting, saying, you know what? I can taunt right now. I don't even have to worry. Cunt turns around, picks up the guitars, and gets the KO immediately. Very strong demonstrative KO and victory really from the red team there.
There you have it. So they'll be moving on forward as well. So what does that mean? That means we will have Crowfire Fire and Kali facing the Ninja and Pavelski for their shot at a top 8 spot as well. So now we're gonna have the final, final non-top 8 qualifying match, which will be Subslel and Spider versus Zeus and Lil Fox.
Now we saw Zeus and Lil Fox earlier, right? And they played really well.
Yeah.
Lil Fox was rocking that Scarlet. I think Zeus swapped a little bit, but also a strong player. Spider Pig has been around in the scene for a long time. Sebzil, I'm not super familiar with, but whoever wins this is gonna have to go up against Rain and Fozy, and that's a bit of a tough matchup, I think. Now, Dove and Janice are going to have to go up against Ninja 729 and Pavelski, which is what we've seen. The other top 8 qualifying matches that we'll be seeing are Luke and Blaze, Dobrain and QS, and it looks like Viper and Ariel up against Cheddar and Hyson. So, I mean, those are good sets. Those are all good matchups, good lineups.
I mean, that's what happens when you get this deep in bracket, right? Only the hard hitters are left. If any upsets have happened, the impact will have oscillated its way up the bracket by now. But everyone that's here is not surprising, I don't think.
I like how you said oscillated its way up in the bracket, up the bracket. I like that.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't know if you have those moments, but it's part of like thinking on the fly, and it's like I want a word that means like made waves, but I couldn't. I was like, what's the word for making waves? Oscillations. All right, cool. So I'll say that. But shout outs to vocabulary, I guess. There we go.
Yeah.
Zeus sitting in here. We have all the members of the teams.
Yeah, they're just setting up the colors. Yeah, so I'm excited for this one. I readjust here to into a more comfortable position for this match. Yeehaw. Very good, very good. Out of here, nothing spectacular out of the levels. Lil Fox has level 81, working their way to that level 100. Let's see what happens.
A lot of Scarlet, man.
A lot of Scarlet. Ah, good. Guys, so top 8 finishes out tomorrow, which is going to be super fun. We have a little bit of a surprise for you set up for tomorrow. A little like not a big thing, a little tiny thing that you can only see will only be available by being here tomorrow when the stream starts. And that's,
what is it?
I can't tell you. You're like, hey, I'm like, hey, I have the secret to Coca-Cola secret recipe. You can't have it, and you were just like, can I have it though?
I mean, isn't that like the entire plot of SpongeBob?
It is, except it doesn't make any sense, right? Because Pepsi would be like, hey, Coke, someone leaked your recipe to us so that Coke could sue them, right? Because Pepsi doesn't want to taste like Coke, they want to taste like Pepsi. So, I mean, when you look at SpongeBob and Plankton, you know, Plankton's going around it the wrong way. He's trying to taste like the Krusty Krab, but he should really be selling his own brand instead of trying to steal another person's brand. That's what it comes down to. It's just poor business sense.
I don't know, man. I feel like the goal is to find out what your competitor's doing and then add like the tiniest alteration for people to be like, oh, it's different. And then you've done it, man.
I mean, are you a Coke person or like a Pepsi person?
I mean, I just don't like drink soda.
Okay.
Like, if anything, I'm a Sprite person. I don't like cola like that.
That's the real choice.
or Dr. Pepper maybe, but.
Oh man, well, we'll find out what they drink. I'll buy the winner of this match a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi. I won't actually do that. But they trying to shoehorn the transition in there.
I'm like, yeah, man. If the red team wins, they're definitely a Coke boys. If the blue team wins, they're Pepsi. It just makes sense, right, Brent?
Right, it just makes sense.
Either way. Go ahead.
No, man. Take it
away.
Go
right into it. First stock's already gone. That's going to be a bad hit for the red team there. Sebi going to be losing that as we have Spider Pig going ahead and grabbing that axe. Going to try to put on some pressure onto Lil Fox. All right, tries to chase him down with that Sierra. Won't have that. Meanwhile, Zeus is just hanging off on the ledge. He's having a good time. He doesn't need to go anywhere. Has nowhere to be. Taking his time. Oh, yeah.
Lil Fox picks up the biggest string and then falls to his death, unfortunately. Lil Fox does knock Seb down to this final stock. I think that was a worthwhile trade. If Lil Fox was able to get back, that would have been great. But the thing is, Lil Fox was already in the red, so getting that KO is actually phenomenal for them because it does even things up significant. Well, not even things up. It gives them such a solid lead there. I mean, they're up 2 stocks, but they're up 2 stocks in the way where Seb has to play super careful now. Otherwise, Seb is out. That is Zeus losing his first stock there. 2 stocks for them. This is a much more traditional stock spread that you would see, but still a very, very good lead right now for Zeus and Lil Fox.
Lil Fox doing the Lord's work, getting that amazing Rocket Lance carry off the side. We're going to see a D-Light ground pound coming from Zeus. Tries to end it with a reverse gravity cancel D-Light. And wow, that's going to be a stock gone. That's going to be a player gone. Seb is out of there.
And unfortunately, that was from Spider Pig too. That was a team KO right there. So now, even though stocks are even per player, there's a cumulative 2 stock lead right now for the blue team. Spider Pig has to turn that around. Coming up above, uses dodge, comes back to the ground. Stomp coming out from Little Fox. Little Fox to the side air, weapon throw. Spider Pig recovers, avoids the ground pound from Little Fox. Zeus moving in, tries hitting him, does hit a nice neutral light onto Spider Pig. Spider Pig avoiding getting caught out there because Little Fox does hit his teammate, but that side air is huge. Little Fox coming around, does hit good damage. Spider Pig comes back, picks up the spear, hits a nice pogo. And there's the breakdance or the KO. Oh, Little Fox, what are you doing?
Chilling. Having fun, I guess. You know, sometimes you just gotta diddle by the pool. All right,
is this a double? Is this a double? Is Spider Pig the hero that they need? Is Sebzill's hero? Spider Pig? Can Spider Pig come out? Channel all that positive spider energy around thanks to that new Spider-Man game that's out?
Everyone's been playing it on Twitch, man.
Yo, everyone loves that game. Maybe Spider Pig is actually Spider-Man. Because right now he's holding his own phenomenally. Double recovery.
Okay, gets back on the stage. Double nair.
Side air coming out.
Somehow.
Stomp with the weapon throw. I feel like Zeus and Lil Fox are getting in each other's ways a little bit too much. And that's why Spider Pig is part of the reason why Spider Pig is able to maneuver so well is because he can rely on an errant weapon throw from his opponent to do some damage. There's a recovery coming out. This is a 1v1. Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, he had another fresh stock there, so it's going to be a little rough for them, but for Lil Fox and Zeus, they did an immaculate job there. We'll still have to, you know, what do you call it? Lil Fox got that nice little clip for the highlight reel.
No, I'm about the highlight reel.
You can just go ahead and cut out the part where he dies, and it's all good. And that's how you have to do it, right? That's all highlight reels are about. That crafty editing to make it seem like you're godlike and you never mess up. But
I mean,
hey,
that's what you are, right? That's what you do.
So this is I don't know, man. Right now it's looking like Pepsi's tournament. But
3, 2, 1, brawl.
This will be the deciding factor. Zeus gonna go ahead and run away now. Picks up those guitars. Gonna go ahead and try to take a dive on a Seb. Seb manages to backdash and punish with the D-light of his own. Didn't quite get this air though, but I do like this micro spacing. Gets caught. Lil Fox reading the dodge with a neutral sig. Goes off the edge there with the side signature. Looking to cash out big here. And Zeus is actually taking quite a bit of punishment. You look at the damage across the board, and Zeb and Zeus are about roughly even, where Lil Fox and Spider Pig are roughly even as well. But Lil Fox, nice save from Lil Fox. And the conversion off the edge guard. It's going to be a massive play. Big brain tries to get a second. Can they get the coverage?
Zeus has the high ground here with the axe, gets caught up at the recovery from the Zeb. Seb is going to be able to come back here, picks up the sword. You see Spider Pig hit a huge sider onto Zeus. Spider Pig downloaded the playstyles of the other players. Little Pig.
Yes. Little Pig.
Ground pounded there. I think Spider Pig has figured it out in his 2v1. Huge turnaround.
And Seb is actually staying alive, which I feel like in the last game, we saw he was one of the first ones to go. But this time around, hanging on. Boulevard doing what Boulevard does best, has those strong options, can wall out characters with relative ease. Oh,
Seb down low, gets KO'd. Will Zeus be able to get back? Does recover? Yes, and so does Lil Fox's teammate as they both come back up here. Seb recovering, respawning on the left side. Zeus needs to get under and over and around the down airs. 2 down airs, 3 down airs. Can Spider Pig get back? No, Spider Pig is out. That triple down air from Zeus is enough to turn it around, put the lead in their favor. But no, there's the KO. Turning it around yet again.
It's the second time today we've seen those triple down air strings completely annihilate somebody's stock.
Light coming out from Spider Pig. Spider Pig turn around, downlights his teammate, comes back here, goes in. Stomp from Lil Fox coming through. Neutral light. Zeus down low. Seb goes to ground pound. Zeus recovers. Zeus hits the side air, comes up. Nice recovery out from Lil Fox with the weapon throw to confirm. That's a KO.
Lil Fox Here we go. Oh, tries to convert, and you can see right there, the moment you get that side light as a Rocket Lance player, you really, you can feel kind of annoyed when your partner tries to extend to like a team combo, because you know you can set up for a lot of carry off stage, and they kind of interrupt that. Luckily there, no big deal, you still get that damage. And Lil Fox honestly is the MVP of this match. 5 sure.
Zeus goes to gravity cancel haymaker, I guess, to mind gimp the opponent so that you could have the setup there for the. Like that's baffling to me there at the end. It was like he did the haymaker mid-air so that his opponent could throw the weapon, right? That's what happened. It was intentional.
Planned, scripted.
Yeah. But like,
it's crazy, man.
In a good way.
Lil Fox, 5 KOs that game.
Yeah, Lil Fox was definitely holding that team down, and I think a lot of
fancy plays too.
They were. I mean, it was strong overall from that team. Oh boy, sun's coming out. It's a little bit more bright outside. We are moving in on to our next match almost right away, and I believe this is going to be. Yes, this will be right to Chetaro and Hyson up against Viper and Ariel. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah. Looking at
Who won? That was blue team, right?
What, you mean the last set?
Yeah, the last set it was blue team, right?
It was
blue?
Lil Fox and yeah, they were.
All right, and what color? What we said that was Pepsi or Coke?
That would be Pepsi, because of the branding, right? Like Pepsi has a blue can, Coke has a red can. So,
That's a mistake.
I mean, the real answer is actually Dr. Pepper, so it doesn't matter.
That's fair. I mean, hey, Coca-Cola or Pepsi, if you want to sponsor Brawl League, send me an email.
Brawl League needs sponsors. What happened to the headset guys, Mod Mic 5s? Right?
That was a one-off deal. It was
I
it was
see.
a one-off deal. We were like, this was cool. And they were like, this was cool, thanks. And it's all about just maintaining and building those relationships. That's good. It's good. It's good. That's how it is. We're waiting on Viper to join. We've got Ariel in the lobby. I heard Viper join. I heard the little.
Yeah, apparently they were playing ranked, so they had to hop out of queue real quick, come through and play this tournament match. Wanted to make sure they didn't get rusty in the downtime between this match and the last match that they played.
I mean, that's what
now
you
we're ready,
do, right? Exactly what you said. You don't get rusty. You stay warm. You stay engaged and word.
Circulated, I guess, right? Like you gotta keep the blood flowing. Especially, I don't know about you or any other players out there, but I know for me personally, if I play Brawlhalla too long, I actually feel pain in my fingers.
Are you hitting your keyboard that hard?
It's just a lot. Yeah.
Man, don't hit your keyboard that much. Be a little more gentle. You're so much wasted energy when you're making those impacts. If you just enough to actuate the key, that's all you need.
Part of me feels like it's the melee player in me catching up, but
dude, controller players blow my mind because it's like clickety clackety clickety clackety clack clack clickety clackety clickety clack, and like, are you destroying a small city or something? Like, I don't know. Either way, we are seeing kind of a very strong lead for the blue team damage-wise onto Hyson, who did nearly lose his stock there. He did come back. He's playing that Bogart, goes for some Sigs. That Ensig will get the KO from Viper, and that's going to put Viper's team in the lead at the moment.
There we go. Strong start for them. Setero tries to get this Gimp here. Doesn't. Oh, wait. No, he gets it. Yeah. And just
Viper!
Like that, dude, he saved
the most clutch.
turnarounds.
It's just that he got the wall touch. And he saw how deep he went, and he saw the opportunity, and he just dived and went in for it, and it was, oh my god. Oh my god.
Because you always feel like pretty good as a gauntlet player, right? When you go for that first initial ground pound chase and it misses, but you catch someone, jump up, or like try to recover, and you manage to snipe that with your neutral air, then generally you feel like, all right, I got the game. Like this is free now. But he had managed to save that jump into that dodge to the very last second and was able to get a stock because of it. So that's great awareness to him.
Great down C coming out from Viper. Some good damage. Shadow with the gauntlets. Takes the neutral light. Caught up by the side light from Viper. Viper goes to the signature again. Viper throws his weapons. Chetero gets ground pounded, and Viper takes another stock. I think, and that's Heisen down too. I think Viper has taken about 3 stocks, and I think Ariel has taken the other 3 stocks. Which is to say there's only been 4 stocks. So it's probably 2 apiece.
Okay, Viper. Nice. Gets the conversion to down air right there. Ariel's holding that corner so well, making it difficult to save. But as I said, Heisen breaks through the barrier. Viper doing good in 2v1 though. Ariel gets caught here, almost gets womboed. But Viper is here to try and help out, even if it means slapping his teammate out of the face of danger. Neutral air. Some cheeky chase dodge mix-ups. Ariel looking for it. Neutral light coming out into the swing from Ariel. Goes for the weapon throw. That won't find the mark. Another Sayer coming out from Viper. Tries to get the ground pound, but it sends his opponent up. Does he have dodge? He doesn't have dodge. Oh, he got it back too late.
And that's 1 stock all around. Cheddar and Heisen, though, both on their last breath. KO from Viper gets it off of the bounce. That's a 2-time bounce. Cheddar gets knocked down by the hammer. Going for the wall touch, hits the side, goes to the ground pound. Viper up above, you'd be scared. I would be scared. And that recovery could do it, but Cheddar survives, comes back, has a little bit more stock on his life, a little bit more expansion, and that's it. Does not actually get the wall touch. As Viper and Ariel are just like, I'm gonna hit you. Gonna hit each other.
I'm still baffled by that down tick. This is like really spit fire at his toes, and he bounced off the stage, off the wedge, and died off the top. And like the wonkiest, I mean, we'll take it. You know, a KO's a KO, but definitely looks sus as all hell. But I've seen crazier things happen in this game.
I mean, it looks like Heisen is maybe going to swap to a different legend. I mean, there's some thought process in there. You can see he's choosing his legend. He's going through, maybe he's going to go for the clutch Zariel pick. I don't know. It is not a clutch Zariel pick.
Aww.
It is a clutch Bolivar pick.
I mean, that's probably the expected answer, right? It's like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. I'll just pick Bolivar and see what happens. Granted, they're doing pretty well here. Cetero rocking the Ryu UFC boxing gloves there. Gonna go ahead and be the World Warrior with that snowman. Go ahead and see how game 2 manages to pan out. Ariel actually opting, I believe, for some extra decks with that Sentinel there. Wants to make sure that those combos are staying nice and crispy.
Off the bat, you're seeing Ariel very comfortably unarmed going against the gauntlets. You see Heisen move in on Viper. Viper turning around with his axe. Viper's axe is actually one of the most oppressive forces in this game, I think, and specifically Viper's axe. It's not a lot of other players' axe, but Viper's axe is just, it's one of those things, I see it and it's like a storm cloud has just covered a town. It is very dangerous to engage against, and it's what you're seeing right now. If you watch Viper closely, you'll see how his axe basically always hits the target and always controls where the target is. Great KO from Ariel, by the way, off the top onto Heisen. That's going to put them, again, at a 1-stock lead.
And I like the setup that Viper actually opted to go for there. It didn't quite work out, but he threw his weapon high, then immediately dashed up and hit a down tick. He was hoping to get the option coverage there. If his opponent had jumped, they would have been hit by the weapon and got sent into the down tick. If they had stayed stationary, they also would have just eaten down tick raw. Luckily for him, they did a bit of a micro movement where they went diagonally and dodged. He wasn't able to quite get it, but I do appreciate the setup.
There's a great scoop from Ariel. He does get a couple of scoops of ice cream right there, which does get the KO onto Chetero. Heisen down low. Viper will be able to recover, and that is a great air play. That's one of those plays right there where you're just trying to out-mind chess your opponent. You know, you've both built your mind castles, and you're laying siege to them. And that's what you saw there off the right side in the air. Heisen comes down low. Viper goes to the side air. You see a KO on the top. Ariel's first stock, losing it a minute and a half into this game. Cheddar moving up, gets caught up by the down air from Viper. Double down air, and Cheddar is down and out to his final stock.
Okay, they're trying to chase Hyson around the stage. Hyson retreats to the base platform. Now is hanging off the side here. So they're deciding to go ahead and take some shots on Cheddar. Cheddar going to eat a Sayer. Maybe some more side light. Viper trying to go for the gravy there. Tries to get as much as he can. Get that Gouda, but not quite enough. All right, more Nairs coming. Tries to overshoot a side light to see if he can get a conversion off of that as well. Maybe a down air. Tries to line it up, doesn't find it. Tries to mess with Cheddar. Switches targets to Hyson real quick. Okay.
No stock out here, but close. Hyson is the target, I think. Viper gets caught up by the down air. Cheddar doing a great job denying Viper from moving in on Hyson, which I think that's Viper's target right now. Viper goes in, tries to get the recovery onto Cheddar, doesn't hit. Cheddar follows it through sidelight into the recovery. Great ground pound from Viper, goes into the breakdance, not going to hit. Hyson hits the neutral air, knocks Viper up. Aerial knocking Hyson out, forcing him to recover onto the right side of the wedge. Viper comes up onto between the wedge and the main platform. So does Cheddar. Cheddar moves in, hits the recovery, knocks Viper quite far. Spot dodges through that signature. Aerial gets the conversion, pushes Hyson up, but Hyson's alive. Viper is down low. Can Viper get back here? I don't think Viper can get back. Viper comes back up, and he does make it back. At the same time, you see Hyson get KO'd.
Yeah, Cheddaro's in a pretty rough spot, right? Needs to kill Aerial, essentially. It's definitely not one of the worst positions to be in a 2v1. But still, first needs to find a weapon. Is gonna stall as long as he can to find one spot, and it will be on the wedge. Recognizes that he won't be able to get it. Needs to make his way to center stage before wall slip comes into effect too as well. Manages to get a hit, so that'll reset the counter. But
and there it is.
Gets caught. Yeah.
Blue team wins.
So there you have it. That'll be Viper and Cheddaro will go ahead and move, or not my Viper, Viper and Aerial will go ahead and move on to be our first loser side top 8 qualifier. And we do have 3 more sets remaining today. I see Zeus is in here, which means you're probably gonna have Zeus and Lil Fox versus Rain and Fozy as our second match on stream. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty of it, man.
That we are. Quite interesting to see what's happening here. We are going to be moving in. Can you say that one more time? Who are we going up against next?
We are going to be seeing, I believe, Lil Fox and Zeus versus Rain and Fozy. If oh yeah, I mean they're sitting in the lobby right now. So there you have it. Scarlet back once again. Lil Fox, I mean, last we saw was absolutely popping off. 5 kills, crazy conversions with the rocket lance, weapon throw conversions into ground pound, everything you could want for or wish for and more. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Zeus as well, no slouch, but
No
Rain
slouch.
and Fozy can't be slept on as well. These guys have been playing for a long time now. They're veterans of the game. They're strong. They are skilled. We have to determine who's going to be able to take home the gold, though, or at least in this case, the top 8 qualifying spot. So go ahead and see how that pans out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are going to move in momentarily into the next match here. Apologies for the slight framiness that you guys are getting. Things should resolve themselves very shortly. Unfortunately, sometimes there's nothing you can do with ISPs, and that's where we're at right now. Is a little bit of an ISP issue, but we should be good. It seems to have stabilized, so let's move on into this match.
Who's your ISP?
RCN.
Damn, and you're having problems?
RCN's, I've been with RCN for 19 years at this point.
Has RCN existed that long?
Yeah, man. Every time you
That's
call, they're
crazy.
like, "Thank you for being a customer with us," and then the customer service agent always is like, "Oh, thank you for being for like 18, 19 years." Now, as far as things go, I mean, they are usually really, really good. But I upgraded my internet with them, so I have 20 up now. And I just
Okay.
like to fix it. I tried testing it here. It's giving me like 5 up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
It
crazy.
happens sometimes. I don't know why or what it is. It's just, you know, it's a
I
bummer
think that's
because
what I have as well.
you
I
can't
get
do
like
anything about it.
16.7 up on reg, which is like, all right.
Same deal. I mean, that's good enough, right?
Yeah.
Gets the job done. Let's see what happens here as these players try and get the job done.
Yeah, I'm silly, dude. They load in, and like I put my fingers on my keyboard like I'm about to play, and then I realize that I'm not. But as we mentioned before, we're gonna have Rain and Fozy versus Lil Fox and Zeus. Lil Fox already off a little bit of some hot gameplay action that we saw before. I expect to see more from this game already. We see a side stick coming out from Fozy. Gonna go ahead and try to hunt down Lil Fox. Lil Fox immediately tries to carry him into the blast zone, but a perfectly timed dodge and is safe from that bait.
High damage right now on Little Fox, but he's not phased by it at all as he is moving through, hitting great side airs. Another side air coming out, doing some good damage onto Rain. Rain goes in for the big slap, doesn't hit him. Little Fox doing a great side air, nearly gets hit by that gauntlet throw, which would have probably killed Little Fox at this damage, but Little Fox is just moving left to right and right to left. I mean, this is a Mr. Miyagi style action from Little Fox.
Waxing on, waxing off, taking that time. Ooh.
Oh, that down air.
Yeah, I can't tell. It looked like Lil Fox didn't even want to go through the soft platform there, just probably held down a little too long and ended up falling through. But with that said, still looking fine. Gets hit by the unarmed recovery though. Oh no, he didn't want to go through the platform there either. Yeah, that's the thing with soft platforms. Like sometimes you think you're gonna land on it, and you're either holding down a little bit too long, and it completely neuters your plan. But red team able to pick up a kill there. Without soft Little Fox's hammer recovery. Alright, Rain. Looking for more, gets for the unarmed recovery from Zeus. That's going to end that stock as well. I like the patience from Zeus to wait to go for that jump down here to get more damage. This time goes for the recovery, won't find it. Somehow Lil Fox is still alive in the dark red though, being the squishiest legend on the screen. Definitely needs to be careful. Oh! Go high, tries to fade left to right.
That was a wild snipe out there with that side air. Fozy and Rain have been holding the lead this entire game, but I feel like it's not been super confirmed. I mean, Zeus coming in here nearly gets the KO. If that recovery had hit just a little bit earlier, would have KO'd Rain there off that left side. But thankfully, Rain was able to come back for the blue team. Fozy coming around on the right side, looking for the engagement. And I happen to know Fozy's playing for keeps right now because Fozy is hungry and wants to go eat. That's what I've been told. Big side stick though out from Zeus. Does even up the stocks, but does not even up the damage. Fozy gets knocked down to his final stock, dominating as we do see a very strong lead now and turnaround from Zeus and Lil Fox.
Are you the voice actor for this game, Toast?
I wish.
I swear that dominating was convincing, man.
I like shit. BMG. On the right side though, a recovery in the corner from Rain gets the KO onto Zeus. Zeus is final stock. Lil Fox unfortunately gonna get KO'd there as well. It's that hesitation and bouncing and hitting your head on the bottom of the stage gave the perfect opportunity for that ground pound. Now Fozy and Rain are looking to be in a great position to take this. If they can just maneuver themselves right, Zeus can be a sneaky player, but there's the beautiful conversion. Has Zeus into a great damage position, but they're hitting each other so much.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually one of the more ideal spots to be for 2v1. You have both people fairly damaged, just need to kind of get one or two more hits. KO one, you can even play by the edge of the stage a little bit and try to fish to see if you can get a gimp or something like that, because you know all it takes is really one ground pound to seal out a stock there. And you can see that's kind of what Zeus is opting for here, trying to stick to the side, rush from one side to the other, trying to follow these stairs now, but has been unable to connect a hit in the past 20 or 30 seconds or so. Finally finds a Sayer.
Oh. Zeus surviving, but there's the neutral air coming in. Gonna give the KO to Fozy and Rain.
There we go, game one. Not bad. Lil Fox kind of went out like a buster in that last little interaction there. And to my knowledge, like if I remember correctly, Blackguard didn't even used to have the kind of slanted edges like maybe like a year and a half ago. but that addition does make it a little bit more difficult to recover from the deep sea, if you will. So you have to make sure that you manage your resources correctly, and also recognize just how many resources you have. Period. Definitely could have made it back on stage. Got hit by the ground pound though, because had used all of his options to the point where he could only dodge straight up, and that's probably the easiest option to cover for someone trying to edge guard.
Oh, yeah. Around separate 2 1v1s at the moment. Nice down air from Rain. Meanwhile, Lil Fox doing good work onto Fozzy. Fozzy goes in for a ground pound his own. Lil Fox comes in, goes in, but not quite enough to get that KO with the down air or the ground pound either. Fozzy gets a nice neutral air onto Zeus. Zeus is knocked out to the left side. Zeus comes back to center stage. Goes in for the neutral air side air out from Rain. Gonna do some good damage. Great gravity cancel. Actually, it was a slide side save from Fozzy. Does push Lil Fox quite far to the right, but Lil Fox does survive. Although the damage on him is quite high. Zeus as well. Zeus is in that KO zone. Side air gonna push Zeus quite far out. Rain throws the weapon to try and get a pick off. Zeus unfortunately goes in. I think Lil Fox was getting ready to save him, but it just wasn't happening. It wasn't enough there. And there you do see Lil Fox gets KO'd as well. That's 2 KOs in quick succession, which is a lot of momentum, forward momentum for Fozzy and Rain.
Zeus going down low now, has been pushed off stage quite a bit, trying to get the quick hit, gets ground pounded so deep. Fozzy looking for 2, won't find it, gets sent down once again. No, he's fine. All right, cool. Sayer gonna send Lil Fox off to the side now. Fozzy trying to end that career as well, but gets his own career canceled like the Telltale games. Feels bad.
Ouch, feels bad. That was really interesting because he was ground pounding and he got hit by the axe ground pound, so I guess the momentum just emphasized the momentum. Just kind of an interesting interaction you don't see too often, I think. But Fozzy and Rain are up 2 clean stocks. Fozzy down low, which seems to be a comfortable place for Fozzy, although he does get hit by the down air, gets hit by the recovery, but does have the high ground now, goes in the ground pound against Axe. If he gets hit one more time by that down air, he would be out, but he does get that wall touch. He is up safe, up top. Gonna come in, gets hit by the side air from Lil Fox. Lil Fox moving in, goes to the recovery. Rain turns around, tries to get the side air. And Zeus was just ready onto Fozzy, trying to turn it around, saying, you did this to me earlier, I'm going to do it to you now. But Fozzy says, no, here's my ground pound. Here's my down air. Can you get back up from this? No, you can't. And you are out. That is your last stock. That is tournament stock for you. Fozzy is also down, but has one more stock here as he respawns up top onto the middle of the platform, that south platform. Lil Fox trying to do some good work onto Rain while he has that time. Rain hits his head, but there's a big sig pickup from Fozzy. Turns around, and there's the recovery, and that's it. You're going to see Fozzy and Rain advance on.
Yeah, and you can just see the damage numbers there. 245, 250 coming out from Zeus and Lil Fox. That's like 500 damage combined. Whereas if you look at Rain's damage, did 621. So he did more damage than the both of them could do combined in that last game there. And you could tell they were struggling each whenever they had their separate 1v1 moments. But also Zeus recognized that they were down by quite a bit toward the end there. He was looking for moments for big plays, playing off stage a lot, hoping that he could find a gimp to kind of bring it back. And that's what it takes. You have to go for those big swing opportunities. We even saw Lil Fox do that in some of the previous games, always going for these kind of off stage plays to kind of quickly swing the game. Just they were not able to just find that one play to really sell it for them and put them back into it. So they're going to go ahead and go home at 9th place, which is definitely impressive, but has to sting a little bit.
It does. I mean, to be so close like that, it is tough. But those are 2 players who I haven't seen around a lot, who I haven't seen in a lot of EU tournaments. We don't do a lot of 2v2 anymore, as much as we'd like to do. So maybe that's why. But it's cool. I mean, those are players who I think to keep an eye on, right? Because they have the potential to get to top 9, right? They have that potential to put up a good set against some of these players who've been around for a long time. This is pretty good.
Now we're getting to our penultimate set of the night here.
Penultimate?
Yeah. We got the young. Let me see who's in the lobby right now.
Isn't penultimate like before the last one, second to last?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right. My bracket just didn't update. That you are. Real. Let's go right into it when we're ready.
Yeah. Whenever the players are ready. Dobrain and QS versus Luke and Blaze. Or rather, I did that right. Yeah, wait, no, I didn't. They need to fix their team colors.
Yes, Dobrain and QS, they will fix their team colors in a moment. And we've got Blaze and Luke, which should be interesting. Blaze and Luke did put up a pretty good fight in the earlier bracket up against... Let's see. Who did they go against? I know
they played against Hermison and
Exo. They got 2-0'd, but it was one of those 2-0s that doesn't tell the true story, where it did go down pretty close a few times. And there was some good back and forth, and it wasn't just a total shutout by any means. It'll be interesting because that knocked them down right into this losers round 4. They will be going up against Dobrain and QS. Dobrain and QS actually have been kind of making a bit of a lower bracket run. Dobrain and QS got knocked down in this bracket from... Okay. I will figure out how to use Smash GG. Here we go. Dobrain and QS lost to Ninja, 729, and Pavelski.
Oh yeah,
in the winners
round one. Ooh.
So they've been fighting back. This will be This will be their third match in the lower bracket. We do have so we are just waiting for the players to set up. There's a small
their teams are still the wrong color.
Yeah,
there we go.
I don't want to share this, but like I feel like I really want to tell the story. Flambo, have you ever just kind of, not been paying attention and kind of just walked into something?
Yeah, no, I've walked into my fair share of like telephone poles or parked cars, so I understand. Why?
The brain may or may not have, no confirmation here. Walked into a door.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think the little break there was him just recollecting and reconvening himself as I think that's fair. I think if you walk into a door, you should take a couple moments just to make sure, you didn't give yourself a concussion by accident or something.
Hey man, it happens. When I was at Shrine this year, we had people fall out of their chair off the stage, and we had to pause that match. So all kinds of weird crap interfere with the tournament matches. So hopefully he's doing okay. Clearly he seems to be doing fine, just judging by his gameplay here. Already swinging right out the gate. Hasn't taken too much damage. One of the least damaged people on the screen right now, and it's just extending this damage as much as he can. Almost gets that kill off the top. Was hoping with that recovery, but did not find it.
Brain coming around the right side of the wedge, looking for an engagement on Blaze, but Blaze throwing out those side airs, throwing out those big hitboxes to try and outspace Dobrain. Dobrain comes in, goes for the downstage. Blaze gets a down air onto him. Dobrain turns around with a neutral air of his own. Another neutral air connects, goes to the recovery. Blaze goes to the side air punish, but doesn't connect. You see Dobrain move back here, hovering over that weapon, goes for the weapon guard. That weapon is huge because you can throw your weapon and guarantee yourself a weapon right back after. Great weapon throw from Dobrain, confirms the KO onto Blaze. That is first strike. Meanwhile, you see Luke doing some good damage onto QS coming around here, turning it up, throwing the weapon, trying not to get caught up by that side stick out from Blaze, but Blaze does get thrown out by it. QS throws up here. Washing machine spin cycle comes out from Blaze. Big side stick, nearly gets the double. Dobrain should be able to recover here, but the pogo might do it. And that is in fact a double KO onto both Dobrain and QS. Not only evening up the game, but putting it into the favor of Blaze and Luke. But you see a turnaround there. Even damage, even stocks. Mentally, physically, this is as close as it can be at this moment. Great downlight recovery, but gets punished by the side air from QS. Downlight recovery from QS of his own. Turn around. Luke's doing some real work right now with the spins and with the side airs on that power lance, riding it to victory. Quite potential as Dobrain is in the red at the moment.
He's doing so much damage here. And there we go. Downsy coming out. Dobrain gets that kill up the top. Rin's neutral signature. Gravity canceled. So much phase force. Very quick as well. You're not going to react to it. But Luke finds a recovery. Not quite enough to kill Dobrain, but he cannot survive another recovery from the lance. Gets hit by the Sayer. Somehow he's still alive. The weapon toss should do it though. And now it's going to be all up to QS to stall here as Dobrain tries to come back. And see, Luke doesn't actually try to weapon starve Dobrain. I'm actually a little bit surprised he didn't just steal both of those. But now, oh my goodness, I love that setup. You see them go for the sideline instead of jump, grab, cancel, D-Sig with Olbrim. It covers a lot of dodge options.
Luke and Blaze have that stock lead. Dobrain on the edge does get back here, gets caught up by the neutral air, hits by the recovery. Down though. It comes down to if Dobrain can survive and stay alive on the stock, they have a good chance at holding their own and maybe taking this back. But if Dobrain gets knocked out and QS has to solo, that is a very tough position to be for any player. Luke comes in, picks up that weapon, has that axe coming around. Dobrain gets the downlight into the recovery. Does good damage, does not get the kill into Luke, who moves out to the far side, knows that he is a bit of a target. Recovery, not going to get the KO. Dobrain hanging back here, moves in, moves forward, dashes back, trying to find some engagement here. Downlight, goes in the recovery, pushes Blaze up. Blaze also in the KO zone. This is very, very tense as that signature doesn't KO, but the follow-up with the neutral air, huge from QS. Beautiful and clean kind of conversion on his own, doesn't even need a teammate. There's the KO onto Luke, does knock him out to the left side. Meanwhile, QS on the right side, trying to get the KO onto Blaze, but Blaze saying, you know, I can hang on this wedge all day, allowing Luke to come back in and do some survivability, allows Blaze to get some more life out of the stock, which is huge for the blue team. I mean, this is very, very close. It comes down to who gets knocked out first, Blaze or Dobrain. Most likely, Dobrain comes up, gets good damage, recovery does not hit, comes out, gets a nice side air, avoids the side air from Blaze unarmed. That would have been enough to KO there. Recovery pushes Blaze quite far across the map. Recovery, Blaze dodges through it. QS comes in, not gonna connect, goes in for the downlight. There's a big sig, does get the KO onto Luke. And now it's Blaze to clutch this, but Blaze's damage is so high.
Yeah, luckily for him. Oh my goodness, how? Okay. Narrowly avoid. Downlight. So damaged. But the downlight from the axe was enough to kill. Yeah, damn. But looks like they're gonna go ahead, push forward immediately into this game to hear Dobrain not feeling shaken up too harshly from walking to a door. And we're gonna see where this ends up taking us. Looks like we're going to be going to Mammoth Fortress. Not a huge surprise there. Game was close last time around. I expect this one to be as close, if not closer. But similarly, sometimes the adaptation can be so heavy that games you think are going to be close end up being a complete onslaught one way or another, just because the players have figured it out. Let's go for the side air. Go for that down air now. Has him in the vortex. Just trying to chase him down to the correct read. Gets interrupted by QS. Blaze now tries to get some aggression on, but instead QS hits him with the D-Light Dare and then chases him to the skies as well.
Blaze already in the red, could be knocked out quite easily here. Hits a great side signature though onto QS. QS comes down here, avoids the down air from Blaze, but the second one hits. QS trying to recover out wide, comes up top. That's something you can do in Brawlhalla you can't do in other games, is wide recoveries, but QS does get knocked out by Blaze.
There we go. Sayer. Okay. Somehow it ends up being a hand-me-off. Gonna get a kill off the top there with the recovery. Blaze trying to chase down QS. Gonna get punished for hitting Blaze by the jab sequence from Luke.
Luke and Blaze are just trying to build up that damage right now onto Dobrain and QS. I mean, they're doing a good job of it too. They've got enough extension out of the first stock where that first KO onto Blaze, you know, it's okay that happened there because Dobrain, Luke down low. I don't know what just happened there, but that evened it up, and that's huge for the red team.
Oh my goodness, in just the time that it took for him to come back from the revival platform, they were able to rack up so much damage. You would think that he didn't just have a brand new stock.
Dobrain coming out with the side light, double side light. Neutral coming through.
Luke missing the jump button right there to get that side light jump there. And the
What
side sig
just happened there? It was like a signature clash almost. That's some anime stuff. I mean, that's what that's crazy.
That was that Dragon Ball Z stuff, man. Both players flying to the other side of the screen through buildings and mountains and
natural disaster right there. I mean, the stocks are even, but Dobrain and QS are on the back foot damage-wise. If QS gets knocked out, Dobrain's gonna have to clutch it. It comes down. Blaze might get knocked out here. QS stays alive. Dobrain comes back. Blaze is out. Now it's a 2v1. Now you're going to see QS hanging back, letting Dobrain do a little bit more damage because Dobrain has that extra stock. Beautiful. See, it's the bait. QS moves in to do some damage, chip damage, or confirm the KO, while Dobrain is the tank in this case because Dobrain has that extra stock.
Oh, Luke! Somehow, okay, does get punished a little late though. Just terrifying. Overcommittal. Gets hit by the back end of the recovery. He's going to have to do a dodge mix up here. Gets hit by the weapon toss, which makes it a very easy confirm into the down air. But he has so much damage built up here. It really needs to close out the stock on QS. He's going for the gravity cancel side six. Unarmed. Tries to get a kill off the top, but a perfect recovery. This is the chance here while he has the 1v1. Going to chase him down as QS just bides his time. He says, you know what, screw it. Actually decides to commit off stage. Just to be careful. And the sidelight recovery will likely kill QS if he's able to line it up, but with aggression from Dobrain, it's proving difficult.
QS still alive. Keep in mind, QS has been on the stock for a minute and a half at this point. Hits a nice neutral light, moves back. You know, you're going to see the swap out with Dobrain, so Dobrain can get in the damage. QS here, ready for the neutral sig to pick it up. Luke unarmed, the ground pound not going to hit him. Luke just hugs the wall, knows it's not going to hit him. Comes in, gets the recovery onto QS. 1v1 right now. Dobrain in the lead damage-wise, but this damage can be turned around quite quickly, especially with a weapon like Lance, which is what Luke has just picked up.
Yeah.
That is it. And Dobrain will take it, and QS and Dobrain will move on to the next round. For the top 8.
They'll be sitting pretty on the loser side of top 8. Unfortunately for Luke there, he got, I believe it was like a down air. But then at that moment you have to guess, right? So he dodges through, goes up and reads that he can get a down air from the other side. Just unfortunately didn't get the right read there and it's going to die for it. And it's hard to say whether or not he should have gone for that read, right? If he goes for that read, he gets a lot of guaranteed damage off the Lance. Can chain that into side light, to jump, Sayer, into chase dodge, down air, and you can do a lot of wacky stuff. But unfortunately, I was unable to get all of that. So this will be our final set of the day. We're gonna have Ninja, Janice, Pavelski, and Dove, or Dove. Dove.
It's Dove.
Is it Dove like the bird or Dove like when water?
It's Dove like the bird. It's not Dove. I mean, it could be Dove, but you know, the dude never corrected me ever, so I don't recommend calling him Dove.
Well, there you have it, man. This is gonna be the last
not underwater
qualifier for top 8 on loser side. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in thus far. I'm gonna go ahead and watch them pick the stage.
Lots of Lucian here. Two Lucian, really. Is the Janice Dove team. They like this double Lucian pick, and it's honestly a little scary with what they're gonna potentially be able to do. Pavelski and the Ninja, they really did hold their own in the winner bracket before they get knocked down. I mean, they knocked out Dobrain and QS knocked out. Words are hard, all right. Before they got knocked down to the lower bracket, and I don't know. I think this is gonna be a tough fight. I love that they start in small Brawl Haven, try and get that early win, that early victory. Using some of those explosive signatures, some of those explosive kits to kind of get through and engage.
There we go. We're starting to see some X pivot down airs coming out. Trying to get that cheeky movement option confirmed to massive amounts of damage. The gun down air is so good, and off of it you can get a gravity cancel D-light into Sayer, and that just 40 something, 50 damage. It's a lot. Look at that. It's so much. I guess bullets.
Oh,
being
great
blasted
save
around here.
That cross and sig would have KO'd, but the save from the teammate did save him. Yeah, you got Pavelski hanging on the right side, waiting for a good moment to come back up top, which is right there. Goes in, tries to get the weapon, gets the recovery, gets the KO onto Dove. This puts Pavelski and Ninja in a strong position.
Okay. Not gonna KO, not quite. Ada barely hanging on, but the Ninja will fall. And now Janice and Dove are trying to get some sort of wombo started. Accidentally hits his teammate there though, and it ends up being a little bit of a team comp for the other side. That down sig gets interrupted. I saw the particle effects come out. I'm actually surprised that the hitbox wasn't active there, but unfortunately that's not going to count there for Pavelski.
Of note is that that's the first time that Janus lost the stock right there, a minute and a half in. That was the first stock. So all the damage up to then has been from Janus and Dub's first and second stock here. Janus now taking a lot of damage, but Dub moves in, gets a great end sig, gets the KO onto the Ninja. And now Ninja and Pavelski are both clean, but on their final stocks at the moment. You do see a KO onto Dub from, it looks like Pavelski. And there's the KO onto Janus. And now this is very even. And this is the thing about small Brawl Haven. Leads are not what they seem because it's such an easy, small kill box around the map. It's very easy to turn things around. Make for some zany plays.
Oh, no. You see, I think right there, Ninja actually messed up Pavelski's confirm right there. He had gotten that delay, which, as I mentioned earlier, true combos into recovery. I saw him dash jump and begin to start it, I believe, but accidentally got hit by his teammate. That could have been a KO, especially on a stage like this where the ceiling is so low. But it looks like it may not matter overall. They managed to kill off one of the members, goes for the Ada neutral sig there, won't find that. Still trying to hunt down Janus. Janus manages to get the turnaround with the gravity cancel side sig. Might be able to get the full turnaround here. All right, gravity cancel D-lights there. Ninja trying to end this one. Janus, though, manages to run through, picks up a pair of blasters for himself. Neutral light. See some
Here, pick up.
checking here.
Weapon throw. Janus is waiting for the right moment to come back top. Apparently it's right now. Avoids the weapons. That spear is dangerous. That pogo sets it up. Side air comes out, not going to connect. Nice spot dodge through. Janus dashes off the platform, hits the down sig. Into the weapon throw, guitar pickup, into the weapon throw, into the guns pickup. Janus coming through, throws at the side air. Side air would do it. I mean, this Ada pick, though, at any point, a recovery, a signature, a side air, wheel KO on both players.
Yeah, oh my god. I thought it was going to be a recovery for sure.
That side air not hitting.
Lineup.
Huge, huge miss right there.
Watch.
Janus hanging back. Prime that weapon so they have guns. Goes to the end sig. Spot dodge, or forward dodges through that side air. Unarmed, weapon throw. This is the side air, and the haymaker gets the KO. Janus will take game number 1 for his team.
Oh, man. Oof. The blue team feels bad, but for Janus, well played. Oh my goodness. The dodge through, and you can see the unarmed side sig come out, watch me whip, and that was gonna be game there. So as we did mention, this is our last top 8 qualifier of the day. So not the time you want to be losing games like that one.
You see the 3 bans, Small Brawl Haven, Miami Dome, and Shipwreck Falls are the first 3 bans out from Pavelski and the Ninja. They're like, we don't want none of that small map stuff. Get out of here with that. Looks like the choice is over to Mammoth, which, as we know, is kind of a very comfortable pick.
Right, especially when you have these blasters throwing out these N6 and the recovery that kills off the top so early. I mean, granted, both members of the blue team do have blasters in their arsenal. They don't have the health stat that these Lucians have, that defense rather. So it's not really in their favor to go for that because they're not going to live as long. But here, they get to live a good while longer, and on top of that, they do have strong killing options off the side that Lucian does not.
Ooh. Do you see that nice setup they had? Didn't follow through, but it was really cool.
Ooh, okay, ground pound.
Okay.
They're both trying to get back on the stage. Janus guarding both of them.
One.
That's going to be 1 down.
Teammate gets back.
Teammate's good. He's good. He's safe. The umpire called it. He's safe.
Oh, great movement.
Oh, wow. How did that
He dodged. He got hit. He dodged immediately out of it, and that's how he didn't get hit by that and then put him stacked. And I don't know if that cross down stick actually hit stacked, but it's close. It would have 100% gotten the KO if it did hit, but I think it was a very, very smart dodge right there. Janus does get knocked out to the left side. Pavelski and Ninja playing a whole different game right now, putting so much damage onto Dove's second stock. I mean, Dove is basically ripe for the picking to get knocked out. Janus does pick up the KO, though, onto Pavelski. Stocks are even, but damage is certainly not.
Yeah. see who's gonna die first though. Oh my god, the recovery gets interrupted by Janice. Janice doing the Lord's work right here. Now looking to see if the Ninja can get another kill setup. Goes right over that unarmed D-Sig, the breakdance if you will. Neutral light, alright, team combo. Manages to dodge through that, avoids the recovery. Somehow Ninja is avoiding every possible offensive technique thrown at him.
Janice is on his own right now. As Dove recovers, Dove is on his final stock. They're looking to try and even this up. The NSIG could be enough, but no, Pavelski does not have enough damage on him to get knocked out there from that NSIG. And that's the problem with these Lucians, is that it's hard to get the kills, but that NSIG right there will go ahead and pick it up. Even stocks, and again, a little bit of a damage lead right now for Janice and Dove.
Okay. So does end up eating the neutral sig, but only after taking so much damage. You do have Dove in the orange. Pavelski's a little bit hurt, but not nearly as much as Dove, especially considering the defense in comparison to the ledges that they're using, right? So now we're going to see, oh my goodness, there's just so, the sound of blasters everywhere. And I swear I just saw the Ninja teleport, but...
It's not a move unless you're Koji.
It's true. It's facts.
Dove coming through. Oh, Dove dive kicks into Pavelski's down sig, and that's Dove's final stock.
Yeah, so we saw this scenario last time, but Janice has 2 stocks this time. So, okay, doesn't get the D-Light there. Couldn't quite get the timing. Look, dude, his health bar is pretty much black. I was about to say, dude.
Holy cow. But now this is it. It comes down to the 2v1 on Mammoth Fortress. Janice does not want this to go to a game 3, but you see the double gun setting up for that infinite down air. It is a brutal thing to get hit by. It does so much damage. It locks you down, and when you get locked down by 2 players like that, it is demoralizing as well. Janice gets knocked down underneath the down air hits. Janice used his no, he did not use his recovery. There's
he saved it.
Coming through, but still low against double guns.
Still has the recovery.
Has a
Air
dodge,
dodges
gets
up.
Yep, moves through, goes to the NSIG, does hit the Ninja from it, but Ninja goes into the weapon pickup. Ada is a weak defense-wise legend, and that could be a deal breaker here. Down air into pickup recovery, and that's KO.
That was the exact setup that they needed there. Janice was getting way too close to potentially pulling it out once again. We saw that the damage was hitting a point where D-Light Sayer would likely kill either of the members of that team. So despite having 2 stocks, Janice not quite able to pull it together this time around. I'm sure the blue team's happy that they didn't beef it 2 times in a row now. And this game is going to be the deciding factor for the final spot in the top 8 that will be played tomorrow. It was Surrey's coming out now.
Oh. Who is gonna take this game?
If I were a betting man, I
don't know. I think it's about.
I'm gonna give it to Janice. I'm gonna give it to Janice and Dove.
Janice and Dove.
That's where I put my money.
All right, to be devil's advocate, I'll put it on Pavelski and Ninja. But in reality, I think they're so close to each other, and that the skill gap and skill level is almost non-existent, that it is going to be, it is going to come down to a final stock here. To a 1v1, deep red, Shipwreck falls, so you don't have edges to recover to. Shipwreck does have a little bit of a bigger kill zone. You can survive a lot longer on it, but the stage itself is a little smaller.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Here we go.
Game 1 starting up. Player coming out. Gonna see what's going on here. Janice managed to get a neutral light. Dove accidentally hitting Janice quite a bit. They're stepping on each other's toes a lot in this beginning section of the game here, but hopefully that'll pan out. This is definitely not the game where you want that to happen. Stepping on each other's toes once again. Janice gonna get hit by the ground pound. Still has the recovery. Should be able just fine. Get back on the stage. Gets caught by the neutral sig from the Ninja. Now trying to catch the landing.
Dove cannot get back from that though. That is Surrey pick not showing up to be a very good choice so far for the red team here. As Pavelski and Ninja are just holding their own. They have Janice out on the left side, locked down for a little while. Dove hits both his teammate and Pavelski. Pavelski out on the left side, avoids that ground pound, recovers up top, hits the side air, drops the second hit though. I didn't even know if that was possible. Nice recovery into the nair grab. Dove recovers up. And Sig gonna hit both blue team players.
Oh, wow.
Dove
Okay.
hitting his teammate with a gravity cancel signature in the air.
Well, that ground pound just narrowly managing to find the ninja there, so that would be enough to KO. Manages to catch both people in the down air. Pavelski was starting to pop off, gets interrupted, should have the recovery. Gets hit by his teammate. Will he be able to air dodge back on stage? No. Air dodge is already burned.
What is this game?
Wait, everyone's
Janice,
dead.
everyone is just falling. What is happening? You can't fly. You only get 3 jumps.
True.
Oh my goodness.
Now the red team is at a massive disadvantage. They're perfectly content, but the blue team is with trading in scenarios like that where they're already up in stocks. Like, fine, I'll lose it. If you're down to your final stock at SSF2, the odds for me tell me that I should win this in theory. So now the red team have to fight all the way back. Zasuri picking Dub hasn't really amounted to much of anything, and recovery almost enough. Pavelski manages to find another D-Light. That will be a confirmed recovery and the death of Dove. So Dove needs to play careful now.
Janice hit like 3 recoveries in a row there, and none of them KO'd. Although that down sig immediately KOs his teammate, but now Ninja's up in a position to kind of edge guard against Dove. Maybe that was the intention right there of that down sig. It was positional down sig. Great signature coming out. That Dove survives, but Ninja does not. Gets knocked out, but Dove and Janice are so damaged. One good side air recovery does it. That's 1 hit. Dove is 1 hit away. Pavelski goes to the down sig, wants the down sig KO.
Yeah, Pavelski has had his finger glued to the SIG button for the past 45 seconds.
There it
But
is.
finally goes for that, right? Yeah, the tried and true D-Light jump ground pound for when somebody's off stage. Confirmed combo. And they, looks like I am not a betting man. I did not put my chips in the right basket. It will be Pavelski and his teammate in the Ninja. Moving on to the top 8. There you have it. That'll be your 8 teams. I'll list them down from your 4 winners teams are Cake and Addy Mestic, Daz and Stickia, Simple and Blue, and a Hermison and Agzo. Those are your 4 teams on the winner's side. Coming down to the loser's side now, we have the Ninja and Pavelski, Rain and Fozy, Dobrain and QS, and finally Viper and Ariel. Those will be your 8 teams duking it out to see who is the best in Brawl to the Future tomorrow here at the same place. I don't know what time. I'm sure you do, Toast.
It's the same times, which is if you're on the eastern side of the United States, that's 10 a.m. We'll be here. For everyone else, I believe that equals 4 p.m. CEST, which is Central European summertime, but I don't think we're on summertime anymore. Regardless, it's 4 o'clock European time, as it was today. It's 10 a.m. Eastern. You can just do the math, add or minus the hours as you need for that to work, of course. Folks, it has been a blast doing this. Be sure to come in for top 8 tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. These are all firecracker teams. They're really, really good. They know what they're up to. They know what they're doing. And they know not only how to win, well, I mean, they know how to fight, but they also know how to win too. I mean, they know how to play the game. They know the things. They know all the things.
They're good.
They're good.
They're good. They're good. They study up.
And it's exciting to see Ninja 729 and his teammate.
Yeah, I can't believe you left Fortnite, man.
With us.
But no, it's
The joke's never
make sure
been
to
made
tune in
before.
tomorrow, and also make sure that if you are in NA and you're watching this, that you sign up for next week's version, which will be NA, I believe, and also make your way out to some of the lands here. BCX is coming up soon. I believe it's in November. DreamHack at Atlanta. Make sure you're looking for some tickets to go to that as well. Get to interact with some of the players, personalities, the community, Boda, Toast, etc. All in person at one unique spot. BCX always has some kind of announcement every year, and there's always some new metadev skin and probably some other new crap as well. So you definitely want to be there in person. limited edition goodies are always a selling point.
Absolutely. Folks, thanks so much for watching and tuning in. We hope to see you tomorrow for the conclusion of this exciting Brawl to the Future. That will be Brawl to the Future 2, if you will. Not really, but I'm going to say that anyways. And we will see you tomorrow. I've been Toast. This is Flambo. Stay crispy.
It's been great.